Hello everyone, and welcome to my solo RPG journal. Today we are starting a game of Ironsworn, so I'm pretty excited about this. Ironsworn is a great role-playing game that has been written to be played as a solo game, as a co-op game, or as a GM-less game, and it's all about rolling successes and failure. It's not like D&D, which is roll to hit or you miss. It's roll to succeed. Roll to find out how you succeed or how you fail, defining that stuff before you actually roll. But before we can actually play the game, we need to know what few things about our world. Before we can even create a character, we need to know a few things about our world and what our truths are. So, the truth. I'll just do this. Actually, we'll do that. This can be a title. How's that? The truth. So, the first thing is the old world. The world of Ironsworn is set on an island, which I'll have to get the map up for, maybe in the next session. Where society has left one world and traveled to another. It's got a very Viking feel. And so we need to create a truth about the old world. So the options that we have, just using the game, the savage clans called the Skuld invaded the kingdoms of the old world. Our armies fell. Most were killed or taken into slavery. Those who escaped set sail aboard anything that would float. After an arduous months-long voyage, the survivors made landfall upon the Ironlands. The sickness moved like a horrible wave across the old world, killing all in its path. Thousands fled aboard ships. However, the plague could not be outrun. On many ships, the disease was contained through ruthless measures, tossing overboard any who exhibited the slightest symptom. Other ships were lost forever. In the end, those who survived found the Ironlands and made it their new home. Some say we will forever be cursed by those we left behind. Or the old world could no longer sustain us. We were too large in number. We had felled the forests. Our crops withered in the barren ground. The cities and villages overflowed with desperate, hungry people. Petty kings battled for scraps. We cast our fate to the sea and found the Ironlands, a new world, a fresh start. I think I'm going to go with the first one. The savage clans of the Skuld invaded and enslaved the old world. Those who escaped set sail and discovered the Ironlands. Iron. So in Ironsworn, iron is a very important thing. The imposing hills and mountains of the Ironlands are rich in iron ore. Most prized of all is star-forged black iron. The weather is bleak, rain and wind swept from the ocean. The winters are long and bitter. One of the first settlers complained, "Only those made of iron dare live in this foul place," and thus our land was named. Inscrutable metal pillars are found throughout the land. They are iron grey and smooth as the river stone. No one knows their purpose. Some say they are as old as the world. Some, such as the Iron Priests, worship them and swear vows upon them. Most make the warding sign and hurry along their way, even away when they happen across one. The pillars do not tarnish, and even the sharpest blade cannot mark them. I do really like that. Or the second one. I'm going to go, I like the second one. Metal Obelisks. Is that how you spell obelisk? I don't know. Are found all over the land. No one knows their purpose, but they look like towers of iron. They do not age, rust, tarnish, and cannot be broken. Legacies. There is the Iron Priests. Them as symbols of the gods. So I'm changing these a little bit to suit exactly what I'm thinking. So we're taking, I really like having the religious angle in the game. Most avoid them. Legacies. We are the first humans to walk these lands. The other humans sailed here from the old world, untold years ago, but all that is left of them is savage, feral people we call the Broken. Is their fate to become our own? Before the Ironlands, before even the Firstborn, another people lived here. Their ancient ruins are found throughout the Ironlands. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Old ruins are also found around the lands. They do not belong to the Firstborn. It is unknown as to who was here before. Communities. We are few in number in this accursed land. Most rarely have contact with anyone outside of their own small steading or village, and strangers are viewed with deep suspicion. We live in communities called circles. These are settlements ranging in size from a steading with a few families to a village of several hundred. Some circles belong to nomadic folk. Some powerful circles might include a cluster of settlements. We trade and sometimes feud with other circles. We have forged the Ironlands into a home. Villages within the havens are connected by well-trod roads. Trade caravans travel between settlements in the havens, and those in the outlying regions. Even so, much of this land is untamed. We have we'll have village communities, havens. Okay. Trade between is common. Okay. Leaders. Leadership is as varied as the people. Some communities are governed by the head of a powerful family, or they have a council of elders who make decisions and settle disputes. In others, the priests hold sway. For some, it is duels in the circle that decide. Each of our communities has its own leader, called an overseer. Every 7th spring, the people affirm their current overseer or choose a new one. Some overseers wear the iron circlet reluctantly, while others thirst for power and gain it through schemes or threats. Numerous clan chiefs rule over petty domains. Some are intent on becoming the one true king. Their squabbles will be our undoing. I think I'm going to go with the first one to say leadership is different for every haven and for every village. And this can be something that we discover every time we go somewhere. Defense. Here in the Ironlands, supplies are too precious, and the lands are too sparsely populated. To support organized fighting forces, when a community is threatened, the people stand together to protect their own. The wardens are our soldiers, guards, and militia. They serve communities standing sentry, patrolling surrounding lands, and organizing defenses in times of crisis. We have strong ties to their community. Others, called free wardens, are wandering mercenaries who hire on to serve a community or protect caravans. Our warbands are rallied to strike at our enemies or defend our holdings. Though not nearly as impressive as the armies that once marched across the old world, those forces are as well trained and equipped as their communities can manage. The banners of our warbands are adorned with depictions of old world history and Ironland victories. I think I like the first one. Most communities do not have organized fighting forces. Everyone bands together to protect their community. Mysticism. Some still find comfort in the old ways. They call on mystics to divine the fortune of their newborn, or ask them to perform rituals to invoke a bountiful harvest. Others act out of fear against those they suspect of having power. However, most folk believe that true magic, if it ever existed, is lost to us now. Magic is rare and dangerous, but those few who wield the power are truly gifted. Magic courses through the land as the rivers flow through the hills. The power is there for those who choose to harness it, and even the common folk know a helpful ritual or two. I really like playing low magic stuff. So one of the first two, not the third. I think magic is not trusted. And that makes me want to play a mage. Some still find comfort in the old. Some still follow the old ways. Most believe often magic is feared, however, as it is so rare. Most believe that real magic, if it exists, if it ever existed, is lost. I mean, obviously there'll be supernatural things happening with the Firstborn, and people probably have seen that, and maybe some low magic things around iron, but ritual and stuff is not actual magic in this. Religion. A few islanders still make signs or mumble prayers out of habit or tradition, but most believe the gods long abandoned us, which is where I'm heading. The people honor old gods and new in this harsh land. A prayer is a simple but powerful comfort. Our gods are many. They make themselves known through manifestation. No, the first one. People often follow the old ways. Let's connect that out of habit. Most believe that the gods abandoned us. However, the Iron Priests worship the Iron Pillars throughout the lands, and most find this strange. Firstborn. The Firstborn have passed into legend. Some say the remnants of the old tribes still dwell in the deep forests or high mountains. Most believe they were never anything more than a myth. The Firstborn live in isolation and are fiercely protective of their own lands. The Firstborn hold sway in the Ironlands. The elves of the deep forest and the giants of the hills tolerate us and even trade with us, for now. Ironlanders fear that the day when they decide we are no longer welcome here. So we've got an option of they've disappeared to the point where no one. I like that. The Firstborn live in hiding away from human lands. They are few in number, and most people and most of the Ironborn do not even believe they exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Beasts. The beasts of old are nothing but legend. A few who travel into the deep forests and high mountains return with wild tales of monstrous creatures, but they are obviously delusional. No such things exist. Monstrous beast, yeah. I think this is where Sometimes people tell tales about the deep forests, but they must be mad. No, yeah. Horrors. Nothing but stories to frighten children. No one has ever really seen them. So I think we've got a lot of deep superstition from the old world that people, if they ever come across it, they don't live, because it is just not, it's not living memory. It's old memory. Okay. So, that... sorry, I'm just getting a bit distracted as I make sure I've not got anything else in the Ironlands that I need to worry about. I think I'm good there. So, on to character creation. So, the first thing to do is get a name. Ironlander names, there's a table. Where are Ironlander names? Here we go. I have dice. I guess I could... I do have Roll20 here, and I could use that, but why not? So that's fine. So, Ironlander names. Leela. Buyers and info edit. Hang on. Leela. Is there anything else there? No, just Leela. Cool. Leela. Leela it is. Save changes. Character sheet. Set your stats. So... okay. Set your stats by arranging those bonuses across edge. So... edit. I want a shadow of 3. Because I've already said I want to be a mage. I've just got this this mysticism stuff as this isn't a thing. So being a mystic seems like a fun thing to do. I guess the alternative is that I'm not starting as a mystic, which is I think how I will play it. I think that the character is getting into this life because of discoveries of mystical things, getting into the life of an Ironsworn because of the discoveries they're making about mystical things. Leela sounds female. She is making about... I guess it couldn't be. I guess it could be not. Anyway, she's making discoveries about things, and so the question is, do I want to lean heavily into that and put up stats, or do I want to be like a stronger fighter and instead of leaning into... I'm going to lean into it. Yeah, I'm going to lean into it. And then we're going to have wits. I like having high wits. I like having a character that is not going to So edge or heart. I get another 2. So iron is your physical strength and endurance and aggressiveness, and I like the idea of having an iron, a lower iron, because that's where I think most of the physical challenges, if we end up get into a fight, it's all iron. Heart is courage, willpower, empathy, sociability, and loyalty. Edge is quickness, agility, and prowess in ranged combat. I should probably go heart. I think that, yeah, I'm not great with the other things. I'm going to apply that. So health. To start, set your health to 5. Where is my health? Momentum. My momentum is 2. Summary. Assets. Summary. Moves. Sites. Progress. Oracles. Bonds. Oh, that's cool. Settings. Let's turn the delve stuff off. Where is my health? My health is 5. Spirit. My spirit is 5. Supply. To start, set your supply track to 5. You and your allies share the same supply while you venture together. Cool. Momentum. To start, set your momentum to 2. It is at 2. Vows. You should start your first session with 2 vows. A long-term goal, your background vow, and an immediate situation which must be dealt with, your inciting incident. You'll find quest starters in Chapter 4 and Chapter 5. To learn more about your starting vows, see page 195. Okay, so starting your campaign. This is what I needed. This is the thing that I needed. Envision your character, sort of create your world, write your background vow. Give yourself a background vow to represent your primary motivation and ultimate goal. This vow is part of your character's backstory. It may be sworn years ago. I really think that, like, understanding, because we're going with the mysticism stuff, I'm picking up magical abilities that I'm not supposed to have. Everyone says aren't real, so I want to understand what I am. What is this mystical ability that I cannot have but do? And this is epic. Because how the hell am I supposed to discover this thing? No one knows anything about that. Nothing is in living memory. All of the old tales, no one has any evidence about that. Maybe I need to investigate the iron. Maybe I need to investigate the old ways. This, I think, works. So my inciting incident, I need a second vow. There's an oracle I can ask. What makes a good so personal? Give it a ticking clock. The problem won't wait for you if you don't act or give. Yeah. Make it universal. Limit the scopes. Unlike your background, this is a problem which you can and must deal with now. Okay. Possibly someone has discovered that I have something and everyone's scared of me. If it's just about me. Otherwise, it could be something about major plot twist, settlement. And it just said that there was an oracle. Page 107. Oh, this is going to be the move. Ask the oracle. Okay. Well, let's have a look at the inciting incidents for the world. Someone close to you is accused of cursing a settlement, causing fields to grow fallow and cattle to become sick. What is the evidence of this? Will you find it? Will you defend this person and uncover the true cause of the settlement's troubles? You have heard stories of someone who wields true power. They live in an isolated settlement far away. Who told you of this mystic? Are they feared or respected? Why do you swear to seek them out? Okay. Someone obsessed with the firstborn wants to find evidence of their existence. You will require an expedition. This will require an expedition to the far reaches of the Ironlands. What is your role in this mission? I think someone attacked the settlement that I'm in. And something. You were witness to an attack. In fact, you're accused of the murder, and they blame you of this beast. Yeah, I think you're witness to an attack. Find the beast that that ravaged the caravan. I was witness to something, and some creature killed some people in a caravan, and whether or not I'm being blamed for it, I don't know, because I'm thinking that maybe it was elves, and yeah, it was like I'm being blamed because I'm the survivor. How could I? Why would I make up these tales? They're not real. Yeah. They could be bandits. Bonds. You should start your first session with up to 3 background bonds. Make note of people or communities we share bonds with. So... 1, 2, 3. Ah, cool. Okay. So I have a bond for a person, a place, location starting place, and then I've got for starting place, and someone else who is also in starting place. Do I get do I tick things off with bonds? I've got a track here, and I'm not sure if I need to do anything with that. So I will create some NPCs, I guess. Oracles. So I need... We'll do the settlement first. So first thing to do is roll... Ooh, hang on. Can I go oracles? Site name. format. Description place. So I need a description and a place. Ashen Mine. Okay. Okay, so I have a bond to Ashen Mine. And the location... aspect, focus, site nature, theme, domain, ancient, monstrosity, trap, threat, Ironsworn. Oh, here we go. Was I looking at Delve ones? Yes. Yes, I was. So actually, let's do that again then. Go settlement name. I'm gonna roll that. Quick settlement name. New Rock. I have a bond with New Rock. Oracles. New Rock is in the Barrier Islands. No, the location is Barrier Islands. The location descriptor is empty. I need 3, don't I? I don't know where I've got that, but I remember 3. So empty, dead, and dark. Empty. There aren't many people here. It's a very small place in the Barrier Islands. Fertile. But it's fertile, so we're able to grow stuff. Oh. Hang on. No, I was already doing that. I'll copy this settlement name one. I don't know that that's right. But that's cool. So I want a... What's the location? Fen. Coast. Okay. I need to make a character. So the character needs a name. They're going to be an Ironlander. They are Miller. Miller is a... character role. Oracles. So they need a role. Miller is a fisher, which works. They have a goal. Build a relationship. Build a relationship with who? With me? Someone else? Okay, so I need, let's go descriptor. Selfish, aloof, and cheery. Okay. Miller of New Rock, the Fisher is selfish, aloof, and cheery. I like them already. We'll give them a disposition, wanting, and an activity. Wanting and summoning. I'm not sure that maybe we don't need an activity. But let's record that. Disposition is wanting. Goal, build a relationship. Role. Fisher. And then someone else from New Rock is going to be an Ironlander called Arisen. Let's get some descriptors. Arisen is violent, cautious, and proud. Arisen's role is a warrior, which is interesting because warriors are something we don't have many of. We don't have standing militias, so obviously they are particularly... They want to restore a relationship. Ooh. Okay. Got descriptors, and what's their disposition? They are cooperative. Okay, so I think that they believe me. They want to help me. I wonder who they want to restore their relationship with. So, character creation. Abilities. Okay. Oh, okay. You should mark... you should start with 3 background bonds. Make a note of the people or communities you share bonds with, and mark up to 3 ticks on your bond progress track. Okay, so I do have a progress track for a reason. 1, 2, 3. Is this 4? Yep. Cool. Now, oracles. I don't know what's next. Debilities. I don't think I have any debilities right now. They just state when you create your characters, all debilities should be unmarked. Assets. Assets represent your background, skills, and traits. You may select 3 assets when you create your character. Okay, so there are several kinds of assets. There's the companions, which I can get like a cave lion, a giant spider, a hawk, a hound, a horse. So they're all animal companion kind of things. Young wyvern. So I can have a path. I could be an alchemist. I could have been animal kin. I could have been banner swan. Battle scarred. Oh, once you've become maimed. So I'm not yet maimed. Blade bound. Once you mark a bond with a kin blade, a sentient weapon imbued with the spirit of your ancestor. Bonded. When you make a move which gives you an add for sharing a bond, add +1. Okay, Dancer. When you secure an advantage by dancing for an audience, add +1. Devotant. Devotant to a god. Empowered, which is like you're empowered by your lineage. Fortune Hunter, Herbalist. Honor Bound. Improviser, Infiltrator. When you so Improviser is when you check your gear, you may roll +wits instead of +supply. If you do, envision how you make do with a clever solution. Ooh, that's quite good. I might take that. That's actually that's really good. Herbalist, Loyalist, Masked. Once you mark a bond with elves and are gifted a mask of precious elderwood. Ooh. Oathbreaker. Once you forsake a vow. Outcast. When your supply is reduced to 0, suffer any remaining minor suppliers minus momentum. Then roll wits. On a strong hit, you manage to scrape by and take... Okay. Pretender is like the false identity kind of thing. Revenant, once you face death and return to the world of the living. Rider, if you are with your horse companion. Ritualist, once you fulfill your vow, formidable or greater, in service of an elder mystic, and forge a bond with to train with them. Shadowkin, once you become corrupted. Harden your heart, reduce your heart stat by 1 and add up to +2 to shadow to a maximum of 4. Sighted. When you face danger or gather information to identify or detect mystic forces, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. I think that last time I played this, I think I started with Shadowkin, so I started Corrupted. Sighted, Slayer, Spiritbound, Story Weaver, Trickster, Waterborn, Wildblood, Right, Archer. What were my edge was 1. My heart is 2. Weapon Master. Veteran, Trickster. When you face danger, secure an advantage or compel by lying, bluffing or stealing, or cheating, add +1. When you secure an advantage by taking momentum, taking a moment to aim, choose your approach and add +1. Berserker, Brawler, Cutthroat, Brawler, Duelist. Oh, we're on combat talents. Ironclad, Shield Bearer, Long Arms, Skirmisher, Sword Master, Sunderer, Slinger, Augur. Rituals, here we go. When you create a simulacrum, roll +heart. On a strong hit, your creation is given a natural life. Yeah, let's not... when you summon a flock of crows and ask a single question, bind. When you wear an animal pelt and dance in moonlight, roll wits. Roll +wits. On a strong hit, you or an ally may wear the pelt and add +1 when making moves with the related stat. Wolf is edge, bear is iron, deer is heart, fox is shadow, boar is wits. When you surround the remains of a recently deceased intelligent creature with lit candles and summon its spirit, roll +heart. So I think I need to start with a ritual to work with my thing. So I've accidentally done some ritual. I've done some ritual as a thing that you do and it's worked. I've gone, oh god, hang on. Why do I actually have magical power? When you consume the mystical essence of your surroundings, roll plus wits. On a strong hit, and add the value of your action die to the essence track. You may then secure an advantage of face danger plus essence to create a minor mystical effect or illusions. If you do, suffer -1 essence and take +1 momentum on a hit. On a weak hit, I don't understand what that does. When you mark your hands or weapon with an intricate blood rune, roll plus iron. On a strong hit, the rune thirsts for fresh blood. One time only. When you make a move to inflict harm, reroll. Okay. Lightbringer. When you focus on a source of light and capture its essence, roll plus wits. On a strong hit, you set your light track to 6. On a weak hit, make it +3. Then, when you make a move to overcome or negate the darkness, you may add +2 and suffer -1 light. Are these, oh, it gives me a light track. I wonder if this is like, one that so I got all these PDFs a while ago, but I got them after Delve came out. So I wonder if some of these are Delve rituals. Scry, when you look into the flames and study a remote personal location. I think I want Scry. Because Scry makes sense as to something that I could do accidentally. So I might take assets, add. I go, ooh, ritual, scry. I think I also want. There was a path, I think. But I can't remember what it was. I'm going to have to read up again. Maybe it was a combat talent. I don't think I wanted a companion. Shadow Walk, when you cloak yourself with the Gossamer Veil of the Shadow Realms, roll plus Shadow. On a strong hit, take +1 momentum. Then reroll any dice, one time only, when you make a move by ambushing, hiding, or sneaking. I want Shadow Walk. Especially considering how dead and empty and dark the place I live in is. Ooh, Sway. When you speak a person's name 3 times to the wind, roll plus wits. On a strong hit, the wind whispers of this person's need. Envision what you hear, ask the oracle if unsure. If you use this information or fulfill this need when you compel them, you may reroll any dice. On a weak hit as above, this person's need creates a troubling dilemma or complication. Talisman. When you fashion a charm, envision it and name the specific person or creature it protects against. Tether, communicate with spirits. Totem, Visage, and Ward. I think I've got 2 and I wanted a path. Battle Scarred Blade, Dancer, Bonded, Devotant. Oh, Improviser. I want Improviser, because that seems OP. And now I have 3 assets. So we go back to summary. Notes. So I need to have... I've got an iron dagger. Summary, moves, progress. Yeah, I don't have... What is progress? I don't remember what progress is. The flow of play. So, I think I've got a character. I need to do character creation summary. Make note of any important equipment or items. So you just... I've got an iron dagger. And I don't think I've got anything that is of anything else that's of huge importance right now. We can add them in as the story goes on, but I need to have an iron thing because that's what you swear iron vows on. Okay, so 9. Set a background vow and give it the rank of extreme or epic. Then envision your inciting incident and swear an iron vow. Okay, so that's it. I have a character.